Okay, and welcome to Module 2, which is going to be storage and organization. So I've got some examples of storage here that I want to go over, and I want to tell you what you need to get. Now these first ones are different types of flash drives. And you all see this, like a big flash drive might have 32 gigs. And they're great for moving files around and that sort of thing. But you can't use these for editing whatsoever. Do not use. End of story. However, that being said, if you wanted to store if you had files that were small enough to store in here, you could. But you may not use these for editing, and that may not be obvious what I mean there in this point. But I can't underscore that enough. Do not depend on these for editing. You cannot do it. It's not fast enough. It won't work. Okay, and next we have these. These are what's typically available out there. These are wonderful little storage drives. You can get these almost anywhere, Best Buy or especially online, which you'll save a lot of money. These, if you haven't gotten one already, go ahead and get the new USB, which they're not that new, but these are very fast interfaces. And the iMac computers on campus, their ports are USB 3, so very, very fast interface. And this is a very good candidate to use. I've labeled mine, I got a little sticky note on there. Toshiba, I mean, anything that's out there is good. Here's another one, a Seagate. Again, I use sticky notes on there. The USB 3, it comes with the cord. These can run on sale. Maybe you might get a 1 terabyte drive for maybe $70 to $90, it depends. 1 terabyte is a good number. I wouldn't get anything bigger. When they get bigger, they're less reliable. That's not something they're going to tell you, but just be aware of that. Now the iMacs on campus are these gorgeous 27-inch iMacs. They're late 2012, or rather, I guess they're 2013 iMacs. They have a lot of real estate to look at as far as your screen size, which are gorgeous for editing. But these are the Thunderbolt, which are the fastest. The only thing is you're just not going to find any external hard drives like these with the Thunderbolt. I think they're still working out the copyright issues. So this would be lovely, but we can't get it. The next alternative, I'll say, and this is probably not going to apply to a lot of you, are these gorgeous SSD external hard drives. This one is from OWC. And we're gonna look at a chart in just a minute, and I'm gonna show you. We're gonna do a comparison chart. Okay, here we are on my favorite website, and it is Otherworld Computing. Any of you with Macs that want to upgrade your Macs, this is a great place to come because they can talk you through what you need. All right. Now this is the hard drive they sell here. I don't really expect you to get this one. These are really robust, and I've learned over the years that you try and leave as little chance as possible. But for your purposes, you can go to Best Buy and get some of those hard drives that I showed you, or you may even have one. But you may not. You may think you have one. But after this, you may wonder. So let's scroll down and take a look at this chart. And here we go. Let's do a comparison here. Okay, here is a 1 terabyte hard drive. And I'm going to talk to you Mac users here for just a second. FireWire is pretty specific to Macs, but FireWire 800, which is a fast interface, is going obsolete because of the Thunderbolt. We all know how fast Thunderbolt is. USB 3 is pretty fast. It's way faster than FireWire, like maybe 3 or 4 times as fast. We need that fast interface when we're doing editing with video. It's required. So let me go back up here and mention this real quick. USB 3 is, like I say, a very fast interface. You can get it on Mac or PC. Actually, it was invented for PC, but Mac somehow got it. It's backward compatible with 2, and 3 is much faster than FireWire 800, but USB 2 is not nearly as fast as FireWire 800. Okay, so that being said, this is backward compatible USB 3 to USB 2. However, if you hook a USB 3 hard drive up to a USB 2 port, you're only going to get these speeds. Okay? That bears repeating. You're only going to get this speed, which is a fraction, not a fraction, but half as fast as FireWire 800. Okay, it can't go faster than that if you're on a USB 3 and get a nice brand new hard drive. That being said, all of the iMacs that they use in the computer labs are USB 3 ports. So that's a good argument for using those, just the quickness of it. Okay, let's go back here and look at our comparison. With the FireWire, this is $155 for 1 terabyte, which is 1,000 gigs. Spins at 7,200 RPM, and you have 32 megs in your cache. That's your volatile RAM, and that means it keeps things like a buffer, and it makes things a lot faster. So you'll have a fast drive. This without the FireWire 800 is $119 in USB 3. Okay, let's drop down here and take a look. Here's a 1 terabyte, and let's just skip over to the USB 3, since I think that's what we're all going to be trying to aim for here. And it's a full $20 less. Now, why is that? Same storage, and yes, it is. Here's the reason, and this is what you need to watch out for when you're shopping. This only spins at 5,400 RPM, and that is significantly less than the 7,200 we have up here. And that directly impacts the speed of your processors and how fast it can edit your video. And that doesn't really, you say, oh, well, you know, I don't mind sitting there waiting another 5 minutes. But you will when you get your timeline starts getting very filled up and nothing starts working just because it can't go fast enough. And look at this number here, it's a lot less. So it can't store that much in its temporary storage. So so for these reasons, for video editing, do not get this. And this number is hard to find, so when you're shopping, make sure you know this number for sure. Do not get these for video editing. Get the 7,200. Okay? So while we're on this page, let's just take a look at these SSD drives. Like I say, these are kind of pricey and not really necessary for the projects that you're going to be doing. When you're in the real processor-intensive programs such as Final Cut Pro, you really should be using these SSD drive. SSD just stands for solid state, and you notice it doesn't spin, there is no RPMs. Okay, so that means that it's no moving parts. It's it's significantly faster. It's also significantly more expensive, roundabouts $1 per gigabyte. Okay, also USB 3. So these are the things to consider when you're looking for an external hard drive. Okay, and while we're on the subjects of external hard drives, let's talk about how to format one. If you already have one, you must be very, very careful about reformatting, because it will erase every bit of data you have on there. For instance, this is one of the external hard drives I had, and you can see I've got a lot of stuff on there. I do not want to reformat this. We're going to go through the motions here, but I'm not actually going to reformat anything. But I wanted to show you how it's done. When you purchase an external hard drive, it usually comes with all this kind of instructions on how to format it. But basically, this is all you need to know. The way what we're going to do is we're formatting this so that it can be read on either Mac or PC, which is optimal. You want to be able to have cross-platform readability for your external hard drives. It makes it a lot more useful. And so we're going to format it to a format called exFAT. And I'll say right off the bat, so listen to this. You can use exFAT with Mac 10.6 and above and Windows 7 and above. Anything below that, you're going to have problems. They probably won't work. And you can open it, but you can't copy things to it. And that's typical of what happens when you purchase an external drive and it comes with the formatting already there. You can open it, but you can't copy things to it on the Mac. So we're going to overcome that right now. So we're up here in the Finder window. We're going to go to Go, Utilities, and right down here, Disk Utility, double click that. And what it's doing is it's got, these are all the drives that I have mounted. So let's take a look at this. This is the 1 terabyte Toshiba, which it named Richmond. It's kind of a hierarchy on the thing. So we're going to, first thing you want to do is partition. I'm not going to do this, by the way. Select one partition. Now all of this over here, you can, this point you can label it and everything. This is the old formatting, and this is specifically for PC. This is the one you want. It's called exFAT. Now if I clicked apply right now, all my data would be gone. So we're not going to do that. But I just wanted to show you that, and by the way, you can name this whatever you want at this point. And exFAT will get you just about anything, with the only caveat that you can't use it below Windows 7 or Mac 10.6.8, I think, .0.8. Anyway, with the newer like Mountain Lion or Lion or Maverick, this will work just fine. And Windows 7 and above, it works fine as cross-platform. You can copy, do anything. So that's how you would do it, and that's how you format it, and boom, you're done. Don't bother with all that complicated stuff that comes with it. And I'm going to close this out. Oh no. I definitely want to close that.